What's up, karate nerds? Today it's time for another karate adventure. This time I'm going to Morocco for the first time ever, where I'm gonna be competing in the Premier League. Let's go. This tournament that I'm about to attend is a qualifier for the Olympics, like I've filmed for you guys before. And you need to be ranked top 100 in the world to even be able to participate at this particular tournament. So it's gonna be really high level. Let's see how it goes. Landed in Morocco. It took like 5 hours to get here, so now it's late in the night. Time to get to the hotel, get a good night's rest, and then tomorrow the real discovery starts. Good morning! Day one in Casablanca. The plan is to be first here in Casablanca, then we're gonna go to Marrakesh, and after that we go to Rabat, which is the city where the actual tournament is. But first, some discoveries. This mosque is insane. It has room for tens of thousands of people inside, plus the courtyard out here. Time for a kick pick. As you all know, health is wealth, and I always try to seek out the best, healthiest options whenever I travel, like this right here. Just look at that. I'm trying to find a quest bar that my mom gave me. I knew it would come in handy. The station bag is surprisingly big, even though it looks pretty small. Yes! Strawberry cheesecake. So this is the train station here in Casablanca. Next stop on this journey is Marrakesh, which is the most touristy spot in all of Morocco, probably. All of the famous bloggers and vloggers go there, so I'm really excited to see what the fuss is all about because it looks beautiful. Book tip of the day: Peak, how all of us can achieve extraordinary things. This guy is actually a Swedish researcher, and it's about how basically anyone can become the best in the world at anything if they understand the principles that drive high performance. And it's not just about the 10,000 hour rule that a lot of people have heard about. It's not the quantity of your skill or craft or putting the hours in, but actually how you do it. And those principles of purpose-driven practice are laid out beautifully in this book, Peak. Get it if you can, and then apply what you learn to karate. Arrived in Marrakesh! Waiting for some dude who's gonna show the way to this secret traditional Moroccan style bed and breakfast. Exciting! Wow, you're supposed to pour from a high up. I'll start down here, and you go. Bottoms up. It tastes like toothpaste and sugar. Okay, I'm at the local market here in Marrakesh, which is one of the most popular tourist destinations, especially in the evenings. And this is some kind of spicy, super hot tea, I think. I think that's really healthy. And then we have this crazy thing right here. I have absolutely no idea what this is. This is like, it just tastes like sugar basically. Moroccan dates and half a kilo of almonds. They're fishing soda bottles. Good morning, karate nerds. Now I'm in the biggest, hugest, most massivest garden in the whole of Morocco. They have like 300 species of this and that plant, and it's supposed to be really beautiful. So the plan is to be here in this garden for a while and then go upload the latest episode of Karate Nerd Insider, because the karate work never stops, right? And then I gotta hit the gym to get some training done and then maybe explore the souks. Let's see how much time we have. Feels just like in Okinawa. Bamboo. This is a great rehab exercise if you have instability in your knees. Look, you just find an edge and then you slowly lower yourself, you touch the ground and then you push yourself up. But then try to do the same thing if you're standing on your toes. Great for your lateral stability, which is something that a lot of karate practitioners have trouble with even when they're not standing on one leg. For example, if you're in a Zenku Tadachi, a front stance, and you just take a step forward to punch, you'll see the hip pop out to the side. And this exercise will help you with that problem. 1989, the best year. Training is done, now time to explore the souks, the traditional markets that are everywhere here.
I like to love you every day. I like to love you every day. I like to love you,
Man, I'm so tired of all of the impressions here. There's a lot going on at the same time, and for somebody who is naturally more introverted like me, it's just a lot to take in. That's why you need a lot of coffees in this place right here. But I think I can do a little bit more shopping and sightseeing before the last dinner here in Marrakesh, and then we're off to Rabat, where the Premier League is. Tomorrow morning the train is 5 hours, so hopefully I'll get a lot of good work done on that train ride. Here we go. Next stop, Rabat.
Just.
Yeah, that's me. Woohoo! Get my gi stitched. Ta-da! I gotta say, Rabat is the most beautiful city so far in Morocco. No offense to all you other cities, but I really like the water. You can see the water right there. And of course, this awesome castle behind me. And now it's time to find the riad, the traditional house where the bed and breakfast is. And then tomorrow is a little bit of sightseeing, and then it's finally time for the tournament before I fly home. I think it's here. Maybe I should try a kiai. Hello.
Hello.
I had a reservation. Nice. Beautiful. Good morning. Time to explore the city. Two of the main tourist spots here in Rabat. This is the mausoleum of Muhammad V. I have no idea who that was, but I believe it was a king. And then Hassan Tower over there. I don't know who Hassan was either, but the tower is pretty badass. Wow. Last dinner here in Rabat before the tournament tomorrow. This is some traditional bread that they always eat here everywhere in Morocco that I've been so far. And I usually don't eat bread because I'm on the paleo diet, but I really made an exception this trip because it is exceptionally good. In case I haven't mentioned this before, this is called a tagine, which is like the most traditional dish they have here. This is raisins or something like that. Anyway, they do this, the tagine, with chicken or beef or fish or anything, basically in this pot in the oven. And it's usually the meat or the protein, and under that is always vegetables and a sauce at the bottom that you scoop up with the bread in the end. Super tasty. Now I'm full and ready for the tournament tomorrow. So, I never competed. Trust me, it sucks big time to travel to another continent for a competition and not even compete. So let me tell you what happened. After the dinner, I went back to my room and went to bed. Around 2 hours later, I wake up and I have to rush to the bathroom. I spend the next 30 minutes sitting on the bathroom practicing my best kiai. Call me Sir Poop a lot, because I had a stomach bug or some kind of food poisoning. I don't know. All I know is that I didn't sleep anything that night. I was awake for like 5 or 6 hours till the sun came up, running back and forth between the bed and the bathroom all night long. I had a fever, I was cold sweating, I was freezing. It was like the worst freaking food poisoning I've ever had. Now, I'm finally starting to feel better. But there was no way I could ever have competed in that state. So all I could do was just lay in bed and hope that it would pass. And once the fever came down, I just took the train to the airport, flew straight home, and here I am. Now, if you're disappointed to hear this, imagine what I am. And I know that you expected this to be a karate video, and it turned out to be more of a food or travel show. And I apologize for that if that is not what you came here for, but I want to thank you for your patience and understanding, because it happens. And I'm reminded by the words of the former UFC karate champion, Lyoto Machida, who once said that the greatest athletes are not the ones who never get hurt or injured or sick, but the ones who can work around that, the ones who can handle it, manage it, and still keep progressing. And it is very important, I believe, as karate practitioners to take care of our health first. Because there's this great quote that a healthy man has 1,000 desires, but a sick man has only one. And health always comes first. If you go to a tournament or if you practice and elevate your heart rate with a fever, you can actually get some serious heart problems, and you might even have to go to the hospital. And it's just not worth it. After all, karate should be good for your health, not bad. So despite the fact that I really wanted to compete, I was faced with a decision. and I had to pick the right one. And there's a thin line between sanity and insanity. And I'm not a stranger to sacrifice. Of course, as an elite athlete, we all know that sometimes you need to pick and choose some things that might not be the best for your health. But in this case, I decided that I was not gonna compete. And I think it was the right decision. I don't know. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. I'm still not 100% recovered. I feel like I'm maybe 80 or 85. So I'm just gonna keep sleeping a lot, eating good, and drinking, staying hydrated, because I can feel that I'm really dehydrated still. So I guess there's not much more to say. I hope you enjoyed the video in any case, and I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna recover so that I can do more awesome videos for you guys. Thanks again for watching, stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you guys soon.